cutting across to South Africa right away, where South African President Jacob Zuma is speaking. Let's listen in.
The discussion we had must have been rough. We needed to change because this cannot be allowed. The leadership has been saying we need unity in the ANC. Then I said, fine, I must be thinking about this. I must reflect on this. When I had landed in Cape Town, the Secretary General called me to say they've just finished the working committee and they've taken a decision that the NEC special meeting must take place on a Thursday that week. But also the President had said that he would like to come and see me, to take some discussions, look at the options, and he will also be there, the Secretary General. And I thought this is absolutely important. We'll have a discussion the following day on Tuesday, because me and the President, in a very cordial discussion in December, we worked out how we are going to be coordinating and working together. So we've agreed that Tuesdays will be the days for us to meet, so that matters that arise from the ANC, in particular officials or working committee, that relate to government, will be able to talk all the time. So I said, that's wonderful. When I was reflecting, I realized that, no, we needed to stop this clash that was beginning, because I saw those ANC comrades very angry, fighting among themselves. It is at that point that I felt it is clear that the State of the Nation address date was putting pressure here. There's something, because as I say, in what I heard during the conference, that some people are given instruction that Zuma must not give the State of the Nation address. It is clear that those people are carrying instructions or whatever, but this date, it looks like has something. So I thought I should therefore engage the presiding officers to postpone the date. Postpone the date so that, because it is me who requested the date of the joint sitting, we should have this date away from us so that we can have a chance to have discussions among ourselves to find a way that we solve the problem going forward. I took that decision and said the following day I will do so. The following day, when we were sitting in the Cabinet Committee, I think it was at about 12:30 or shortly after 12:30, I received a note from my office to say that the presiding officers wanted to see me before 2, because they will be meeting the opposition to discuss certain things. And clearly, one of the issues will be the SONA. I then informed the President, gave him the note to read, and I said, man, this is an issue, let us meet when you come from here. Because I was going now to tell him that, in fact, this is a decision I'd taken. And indeed, I asked him, we met immediately after the Cabinet Committee, and I said, look, I had taken this decision because I think the situation is a little bit worrying. I told him about this clip that had worried me a great deal, that in the afternoon we'll be meeting. But for now, I've taken this decision that we should postpone the SONA, but I needed to inform the presiding officers to make that request, so that when they meet with the opposition, they will be able to say, the President has proposed this. And I said, tell them I've raised this verbally, the letter is coming. We agreed with the President. We both felt it was a good idea. And indeed, I met with the presiding officers. I said to them, I know why we are here. Just cracking a joke. They said, who? You know things, blah, blah, blah. So I said, look, I've just talked to the President. I've taken a decision to postpone SONA because I think the situation is not clear. If it is today, a Tuesday, and the SONA is on Thursday. Things are not very clear. People are still talking with this issue. This is a problem. And I felt that we need time so that we could deal with this matter. They said, fine. All agreed. They went to their meeting. And as soon as thereafter, I wrote the letter, and they announced, and I also announced. We then met with the president later, as we had agreed. I then made a proposal to the president. And the proposal, to me, which was influenced by my feeling that we need to arrest this situation and create a situation that is normal so that we can move properly. And I remembered the meeting that I had with the officials. And I started with the president by saying, look, I think the meeting that we had of the officials, I was rather irritated and I was rather more sharper and rough. And therefore, perhaps there was not a settled discussion properly. And I realized that perhaps I made a mistake by being more robust